Hey everybody!
Merry Christmas.
I wanted to invite you this year to participate in a campaign we're doing with the ministry that I participate in. I know I've spoken to you before about it, but I'm so passionate about what we do because I've experienced the change that we've made around the world in the things that we do. Now, though my man hours and all the others that participate in our ministry are real helpful and they have made an impact, funding is necessary to do a lot of things that we're doing. We had some audacious goals for this year, and we're falling a little bit behind on them, if I can be quite honest. So I'm reaching out to you, in hopes that you can help us. The campaign that I'm attaching to this message is one that's near and dear to me because I actually had an opportunity while I was in Africa to build a rocket stove for a widow. This widow had 12 kids and she had recently lost her husband. In Uganda, they don't have a program to help people like this. She's also illiterate, so to this day has been struggling to find a steady job, a steady source of income to raise her kids. So she's been dependent upon people like you and us and other people around her village to help her feed her kids. This is not an uncommon thing in Uganda, but the rocket stove is something that when we build them for people, it changes not only their ability to cook food efficiently, but also their ability to keep their health. There's a couple of things that a rocket stove does. Most everybody in Uganda are going to use some kind of outdoor stove system that is in a hut like the picture you'll see of me standing in. The traditional method is more or less an open flame that with some pots on top of it, where that causes a lot of smoke, as you can imagine would gather in one of those huts. So that causes an extreme amount. In fact, it's so unhealthy that more people die from smoke inhalation every year in countries like Uganda than actual malaria. That's insane. So the rocket stove reduces that to almost nothing. It burns so efficiently that it almost leaves zero smoke, but it also helps that the consumption of wood, which is great for somebody like a widow or else others. So these stoves that we're building, they're the most vulnerable of vulnerable, and these people really need it. But I want to invite you to even look at our other initiatives, because this is just one of them, feeding people. We have things like helping to biblically educate pastors around the world, even giving schooling opportunities to third world country children, and many, many more. Just go through it, pray on it, decide if you have the ability to help. Totally understand if you don't. It is the season for low bank accounts. All of us are dealing with that at this point. But if you have even just a little bit that you could give, it would be the biggest blessing to me. There's nothing that you could do for me that would make me happier for this Christmas season than if you could find a way to donate something to one of these causes. I love you so much. I'm so grateful to be able to do life with you. And I pray that you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Take care.